Hello everyone. Today I've got John White from Spooky 2 and we're going to be talking about today, and I'm really looking forward to it, John, the items that you've got called cold laser therapy, which I've got a little box here, which is one of the parts of your cold laser range. And I understand you've got another lovely presentation for us today, John. Is that right?
The cold laser, I'll show it in the presentation, but this cold laser restricts. On the back, it's got some blue light, which is specifically for um, disabling the viruses in your blood.
Right.
And most viruses transfer to other parts of your body through your blood. So it sort of removes a big train station in your body, if you like. So the
Yeah.
viruses
Yeah.
don't move so easily. They get your blood is cleaned after 20 minutes. So it gives your body a chance to sort of like, okay, let's mount the defenses and go for it. There's a lot of viruses going around because we've been in the pandemic. Everyone's lived in their little bubble, which is called a home.
Yes.
And now we're circulating amongst ourselves again. And so these respiratory viruses they're having a great holiday. They're
Yeah.
thinking, wow, all these people with low immunities, because they haven't seen us before, now we can go for it.
Yeah.
And so it was actually last night and the night before that we've applied the cold laser to our daughter. And it's again sort of, sometimes get reminders just how, well, if something's good, sometimes there's like a reminder to highlight again in your mind. Well, this is again the highlight in our mind where she's going to bed, she's got the croup, the noisy sort of
Yes.
barking sound of a child that's got the liquid and phlegm in the lungs, and waking up without it. It's just miraculous.
So when
Um,
John, when I got the freaky flu, and I got quite unwell for about 5 weeks. I was running your
oh,
I was running your RIFE machine, sitting between your
mm,
scalar machine, and in the morning
yeah,
I was using that wristwatch with the
yes,
attachment for the nose, so that it would
it's
clear my all the pain
sinuses.
down
Yeah,
here. Yeah, so I was
yeah.
doing it for an hour every morning when I woke up to clear this area.
Gosh, there's so many people that have succumbed to the virus, but you're still above ground. So what could have been very, very, very serious, you
Well,
managed to keep.
even with all your amazing technology, it dragged
Yeah,
on for a good month. And I think if I hadn't had all the things from you that I use, I think, I would have been a lot worse.
yeah,
Because it did hit me quite hard, actually. So, as I said, I used all of the equipment that I had at that time, which was I had your Rife boxes, I had the scalar boxes, and I had that wrist watch in the morning to do specifically the nose and the sinuses. So I was getting help from all different levels.
right. You can never become one of our salespeople because you always describe one of our devices as boxes. But I'm talking tongue in cheek, just tongue in cheek, okay? Now,
No, I
people
know.
watching, it's so important to be proactive with your health, which is why I admire your channel so much, Michelle. You're an open thinker and you put the information out there. So I thank you for that.
And also, John,
Mm,
like the
yeah.
scalar generators, not
Mm.
boxes. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, I've been taking your advice where you say, for instance, if you have like a particular, say, antibiotic or medicine or
Mm,
mineral, not
yeah.
mineral supplement, you
Yeah.
can put that on the scalar box and it will
Yes.
send that frequency to help you heal. You don't actually have to go and keep buying over
No,
and over.
no.
John, you have such a range of products, that, like, for me, I'm always adding on to the collection that I already have, because there's always another angle. Like today, we're talking about how you can reach the viruses specifically through the laser, the cold laser,
Yeah.
that the viruses that are in the blood can, I suppose, travel to the organs. because
Oh, absolutely. That's how they work. It's how it
yeah,
happens. That's how cancer becomes metastatic. It goes through your lymphatics and your blood. So the best thing to do is to cut off their roads. And I mean, the people that are on your channel, they're open-minded. They know how to look. They know how to get the answers. And this is, yeah, I really do admire when I look at the questions that people ask on your channel and the interactions that you have with them. Yeah, more people need to be like that.
yeah.
Need to be really seeking the truth.
Good idea, because the presentations help people to understand what all the different devices can do. And I think
Okay,
anything that can explain technology to technophobes like me is really helpful.
especially for you, Michelle, and for the viewers, I'll explain things in simple terms.
You're exactly right, John. When people come through to me, they're often overwhelmed with where to start, and they don't very often know which item they need. And so
Yes.
on my webpage at goldenheavenonearth.net, we actually have all of the items that we talk about, you and me, on there with videos, so they can go back and have a look and see how each item works and what they can use it for.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
hopefully that helps them to decide which piece of equipment they want to start with.
Okay. So, okay. Now, just explaining cold laser therapy. The explanation here, try and get out thing. It's cold laser therapy is applying low power laser light to your body. Light is actually a photon particle which has energy, and that energy enters your cells. And this energy, your cells use this energy to help fight disease and remove the poisons and work as they should work.
Okay.
It works both for chronic conditions, which are conditions you've had to tolerate for many years, and even acute conditions like injuries, tendons being torn, muscle damage, sore backs, works for all that. Cold laser therapy is a very mature type of therapy. That means it's been around for a long time, not quite as long as the sun. Now, the sun is actually another form of light therapy, as you probably know. The difference between laser light and sunlight is that lasers produces light in waves which are all working at the same time. If it's from the sunshine, it's all over the place, it's random, which is still beautiful, it's still nature. But for it to be absorbed by your cells, thousands of studies have proven that light which is in unison has a greater effect, a greater biological effect on your bodies. This person, you extracted the information from something like 10,000 studies between 1973 and now on comparing cold laser therapy with LED therapy, which is non-coherent light. And every single time, coherent light, which is laser, was proven to be better than regular light. Now, it doesn't mean that regular light is bad. Regular light is beautiful, it's God-given. But for it to be absorbed and used by the body in the most efficient way, it has to be in unison. And your cells understand. Cold laser in general, you don't have to cut the skin or make any little holes or anything. There's nothing, no sort of damage to the skin, and there's no prolonged recovery time. The light penetrates through the outer layers of your skin. There's no pain as you apply cold laser therapy. It doesn't make your skin feel hot. There's no burning. It's not like these missile destroying lasers. These are all low power lasers. They reduce inflammation, reduce swelling, and they can treat both chronic and acute conditions. So they've got a broad spectrum of things that they can treat.
So, John, I've got like a trapped nerve on the side of my neck, which I've been having problems with for about a year.
Oh, really?
How would I get this therapy onto the neck? Because that was a watch shape. So, how would you apply that to the actual neck region where the muscle was torn or trapped?
I've got my favorite device, and by the end of the presentation, if I haven't answered your question, you can ask me again. Now, this is one of our cold laser devices. It's MIRAMATE Cold Laser Wrist X. So even if you look at these laser lights directly, it doesn't cause harm because the laser light isn't focused into a narrow beam. It spreads out.
Right.
So it is very, very, very safe.
John, I've actually used the nasal laser when I wasn't well with the freaky flu. And the funny thing about it is you put the watch on your wrist and you put the little probes up your nose and you switch it all on and you just go about your business and the doorbell rings and you answer the door and everybody
and the person runs away.
Yeah, because you've got these red lights in your nose and you look like Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. You have to remember that you're wearing it when you go to the door.
My favorite devices are the ones that are designed for lazy people. And cold laser sticks is kind of like that. See, while you're telling me that, I just casually just turned it on, and I'm now treating my blood. You can see the lasers are on now.
Yeah.
I'm purifying my blood. It's just a 30-minute treatment time, and you can forget that you've got these the nasal laser up your nose.
Well, I think the point I was trying to make was that they're so easy to wear that you can actually just get on with your day. You forget they're actually there.
It can be part of your daily routine and you don't even remember it. Isn't it great, though, that you can have a treatment device like this, which is totally non-invasive?
Sorry, John, the ear laser, would that be treating something like an ear infection, or would it do something like, say, a tinnitus? Or even if you had, when sometimes people get, what's that word, vertigo, would it do a vertigo?
Vertigo, I'm not sure about that. It's a definite maybe for vertigo, but absolutely for tinnitus for your ears. Absolutely. That's one of the things which is actually excelled in. Treatments for tinnitus. If it, one is using the spooky equipment because there's an audio device. You can have one ear plug in your ear and tune to find the frequency that your tinnitus is making your life miserable with, and then you run that frequency using the headphones, and it negates it, and you run something like a 20 or 30-minute program, and then after that your tinnitus is gone. But if it's something like a nerve damage, then you really want to use something like a cold laser.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's more than one cause of tinnitus. I can't give a one answer solution for it all. Now it's got different lights on the bottom of it. The red laser lights are the main ones, and that's for the blood purifying. We've got an office on the third floor, which is a laboratory, and we did live blood analysis. You know how you can see as many photos as you like on the internet, but you don't really believe it. You really got to see for yourself. And we wanted to see for ourselves our products in real time. I am a very healthy person, like really healthy. I'm never lacking in energy. I prick my thumb, put it on the slide, extract the blood out, put the cover slip on, put it under the microscope. Oh my goodness, it was scary. My red blood cells had spikes on it, and they're grouped together, and I knew that wasn't good. It wasn't textbook. How you where you see the blood cells floating separately and beautifully in the plasma. But it was actually quite disappointing. I thought, gosh, how can I be firing on all cylinders when my blood's looking like that? And then I strapped on this one as I've done now, and after 30 minutes we repeated the same exercise. This is all of us. Before the cold laser, all of us had the spiky blood with the blood clumping together.
Wow.
After the cold laser, all the blood, all the red cell corpuscles had they're perfectly round, Michelle, perfectly round with a little dimple in the center, just like you see in the biological books, and
Wow.
floating as they should do. I could not have imagined how profound a difference
Yeah.
shining light on blood could have. We'd gone through and followed all the research papers and produced this device, but still, it blew my socks off how amazing it was. Your whole body functions more efficiently if your blood flows smoothly, and if the red blood cells aren't clumping together, so your surface area of your blood cells is greater. I mean, I know all that theory. I developed the equipment, but honestly, Michelle, when I saw it with my own eyes on my blood, it's like the emotional side steps in. This is actually bigger than what I had realized. It is more important than what I had realized.
Incredible, John.
Now, I mean, all that you see on this page here is theory. I am an engineer, biological, computer programmer. I know the facts, but to see it living myself, little cells, just I did everything. That really amazed me. And I could see that there is actually a truth in these papers which we based our products on. So we've got the red cold laser for blood purifying. By blood purifying, it's really helping the blood to detox, energize the red corpuscles. It's rounded and beautiful with a dimple in the center. I was so pleased when I saw that again. I thought, my gosh, is it like a one-way trip when your blood starts looking this way, you can't go back? But it is reversible. There's the blue light for disinfection. Now that's actually, we use the word disinfection, but just explaining it to people, if you got viruses in your blood, the blue light kills or disables the virus. If you've got a blood-borne disease, or you've got a disease in one part of your body that's busy going through your highways to another part of your body, hold it in its tracks, using cold laser wrist X. The green LED light is optimized for boosting the immune system. Now, the immune system is much more important than what people realize. Your immune system, if your immune system is running at 100% efficiency, you'll not get that dreadful C disease or any of the other diseases. Because your immune system is actually very, very capable. It's when your body gets poisoned with the environment, which means Wi-Fi, the internal toxins that you eat, the fats that we are forced to consume because there's no alternatives. This is when the immune system needs help. And so cold laser wrist X goes a long way in helping your immune system handle the nasties which are inside your body. And the yellow light is ideal for improving your overall metabolism, which is like making your cells work more efficiently and raising the energy level of your cells. So every single beautiful color, the Christmas tree that's shining onto your wrist, every light has got a function. When we designed cold laser wrist X, we relied on quite a few research papers which found these really remarkable discoveries. But Michelle, these discoveries weren't turned into product. And you know why? Because it's not profitable. They can get equipment like this for clinics, but not for the end person.
John, would you wear this product would you wear it every day? Would you wear it all day? Would you wear it for 30 minutes? I mean, how long would you suggest that somebody wears this product?
As the absolute minimum, I'd recommend once a day. So that's a 30-minute treatment cycle once a day.
So you don't just get it out when you've already got something wrong with you, like
No. The thing is, Michelle, this is one thing that not many people realize. We all have the diseases in our bodies right now, even me, as we speak.
Yeah.
Our bodies keep these nasties at bay. Your body needs as much help as it can get. It needs the reinforcements. And cold laser wrist X, if you use it, if you wake up and you feel great during the day and you fall asleep feeling great, cold laser wrist X maintains that status. But I recommend that even for people that are perfectly well, perfectly fit and healthy, if they're a top level athlete, definitely. A lot of athletes expend a lot of their energy during the exercise, and that energy can be extracted from the immune system and other systems in their body. Your body needs a little bit of help, and cold laser wrist X provides that, maintains the health. And so this is definitely one product which I would recommend using all the time. Use and abuse it. It's been made to last a lifetime, several lifetimes. It's like an investment. So something like this will help you withstand the pollution that's all around us. People tend to only think seriously about their health during a crisis. The best thing is to be proactive, and if you're lucky enough to be in good health, maintain it. Viscosity. If you have got a high blood viscosity, your capillaries have problems pushing the blood through these little channels. You have got cells in your body which are being starved of oxygen. Then you get the bruising around the cells, you get the starvation, you get the almost like a gangrene in your cells, you get the purple coloration of your tissues. Well, this cold laser wrist X just keeps your blood flowing through your body. So your blood, when you think about the role of your blood, is to deliver oxygen to your cells. Removing the toxins that the cells produce is a part of their metabolism. Also to get rid of viruses and bacteria and all the other nasties that are in your body. Your blood is such an important part of your body. It's probably apart from your brain, in fact, your brain can't work without the blood. So it probably is the most important part of your body. And people overlook it. They think, oh, well, we'll start on antistatins to get the blood, thinning down and get the, low dose aspirin and all these. Get something which really deals to the issue, makes your blood healthy, gets rid of the pathogens which are circulating through your body, no matter how much low dose aspirin you take or antistatins you take. Light is natural. Sunlight is incredibly healing. And this is just an extension of that to maintain your body's health. This is my favorite product. It's been designed to put a slightly more intense and larger area of cold laser light onto your body. So it covers a larger area. It's 36 cold lasers, runs standalone, just one button. And I like this one button because you can't go wrong. With all the ligament, this is an amazing product, Michelle.
Right.
Hurt yourself, you're in pain, your mind's just confused. Oh, you don't want to read a manual. Okay, push the button and the light comes on. Great. Then you put it on where it hurts. This is my favorite product.
This is where we come to this trapped muscle.
You're right. this is the go-to for you, because it's in a lot of laser light in this area here. This is ideal for your neck, but it's also ideal for overall neck pain, shoulder pain, elbow pain. It's the pain that people generally associate with aging. I'm not saying anything about you because you're still a teenager or just past it, but for other people, it's fantastic. But more importantly, it stimulates healing. Now, differentiating this between this and cold laser wrist X. Wrist X is really optimized for blood. So it's healing for blood, which then flows to all your organs and everywhere in your body. This unit is really optimized for joints and smaller areas of pain, local pain. Now, the pain can be both acute or chronic. It can be a pain that you've had for a long time, and sometimes, people think, well, maybe the only solution is surgery. Now, LightPad, as well as having an enormous number of cold laser red light, which is 650 odd nanometers wavelength, it's got some 808 nanometer wavelength cold lasers as well. And they're magic because they penetrate deep into your tissues, go right into where the pain's happening. We've had people that have almost decided in their minds, well, look, I'm going to have surgery. Things like sciatica, where they can't put any weight on their leg because that nerve, that pinches and can't bend. But they've bought LightPad as a last thing before booking the surgery, and they cancelled the surgery. I'm not saying this is magic. I'm saying give it a chance and it may provide magical results.
Yes.
We've had a lot of people that have said, look, this has actually restored quality of life. With a life without pain isn't much of a life, really. It's not very enjoyable. But to live days without pain or without having to be careful to induce pain, not to do a certain movement that you know is going to hurt, that is where this unit is fantastic. What you do, maybe once, maybe twice a day, you turn on this ugly brick. I tell you, Michelle, when we were designing it, we could have made it beautiful, but to make it beautiful would have made it twice the size. And I wanted it small so it could fit in the hand. Yet it's got enormous amounts of battery size and laser power in this unit. So, okay, we'll just make it an ugly brick and make it absolutely amazingly effective.
Yeah.
Turn it on, place it where it hurts, leave it for 20 minutes, watch your TV program. Do that every morning and night over a week, and you will feel change. You'll see it for sure. This is a really powerful cold laser unit. So you still can't burn yourself, but with this particular unit, you can feel the warmth because it's so many cold lasers working all together in such a small area. And when you look at all the things it can do, even headaches, which you don't normally associate with needing for a cold laser.
Yeah.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought of using that for a headache, but that's
too. I'd buy this one because I can place this over my wrist.
Yeah.
And still purify my blood using the red light from this unit. We're looking at 36 cold lasers, including the 808 nanometer. And those ones are actually higher power. They penetrate deep into your tissues and really do magic to joint pain, deep nerve pain, tendon recovery. Even if you break a bone, cold laser helps to make your bones recover. But I mean, most people wouldn't use it for that. But I'm just saying, you know, for overall tissue repair, they found that cold laser accelerated tissue repair by 400%.
Wow.
This is like 20% or
Yeah,
30%. 400%.
that's incredible.
It is. It's really good. And look at this carpal tunnel syndrome. So many people now they're having trouble with their wrist because they're typing in the later years or using their fingers a lot. Now they've got the tingles of the extremities of their fingers,
Mm.
and they haven't got the strength in their grip. Well, here's a device that you can just throw onto your wrist, watch your favorite program, and have it on your wrist for
Exactly.
and there's no drugs, no side effects. They've yet to find any negative side effects from cold lasers.
And there's no programming. So if you're a little bit scared of technology, like you said, all you do with this one is just literally press the button.
For people that are in the emergency stage where they're thinking, oh, you know, I've got one last thing before I'm going to try surgery. This is the product. This is it. Which is an angel. To me, when I see it, it's like a white angel. So that's the unit, and it comes with a little bracket that you can just slip over, and then you can put straps if you want to put it on your back, and then continue housework or whatever foolish things you do, you can just strap it onto your back. You don't have to keep sitting still or anything.
Yeah. That's brilliant. You can just get on with your day.
It's got a little USB cable, so you just charge it up. So really, it's a free treatment. You become your own doctor. Testimonials of other people that have used it. I mean, Lisa, she's saying, you know, her first sentence is, "This should be part of every home's first aid kit." I really believe that. This should be at the number one thing. You open up your emergency cupboard. This is at the top. Okay, headache here, migraine, carpal tunnel or sore back. This should be at the very top of the heap. And Lisa goes on to say that her daughter twisted her ankle, and then just a couple of light treatments took the swelling down quickly. So I've pushed one button on, one button off. Now we have other products too. We have the cold laser nail fungus. Now, a lot of our customers asked me whether I have got a product for their nail fungus. I don't know whether you know anyone that's had nail fungus or got it. It's once you get nail fungus, it becomes part of your body. You can't get rid of it. It gets under your nails and just won't budge. Nothing will get it because it's under your nail. You know what travels through nails is light.
Yes.
And so we developed a cold laser product for one thing only, nail fungus. Okay, so it's very, very specialized. Inside this unit is a magnetic coil and two special wavelengths of cold laser. If you do suffer from nail fungus, this unit, its sole task is to remove it. With both fingernails and toenails, they found in their studies is it doesn't actually matter so much about the wavelengths, but what they found was critical was the timing of the magnetic pulses and the rapid flashing of the cold lasers, which are too fast to see with your naked eye. All you can see is just light coming from this device. The combination of magnetic pulses and photon therapy, the combination of the two absolutely disables the fungus.
Wow, that's incredible.
If you have really bad fungus infection between your nails, not under your fingernails, which is what this unit does, but between your toes, MIRAMATE ray gun will eliminate that virus almost 100%, if not 100%, with one time use.
That's incredible.
This unit's specifically for nails, so it's very specialized. But if you've got general fungus conditions, the ray gun, it really is amazing. Ray gun is a vacuum ultraviolet light. Okay, so this is how you use it. Again, like all the other cold laser devices, it's painless, no side effects, and it's, well, they say pure physiotherapy. Well, of course it's pure physiotherapy. And it's two very special wavelengths. It's a very long wavelength and one that's a little bit shorter. It's very small. It's just perfect for any sorts of nails. But for people that are watching this and they've had nail fungus for a while and they get the streaks in the nails, the horrible streaks, and it just won't go away, or the discolored nails with the white, they know where I'm coming from, because I know lots of people that have had it and have bought this product and don't have it any longer. They know how embarrassing it is to wear shoes which has their toes exposed, with the nails growing on an angle because of this fungus. It really changes your quality of life, the things you can't do because of embarrassment.
I'm thinking as well that people that have a job like hairdressing or beauty, where they have to have their nails with no fungus or infections, this might be a very good product for them.
It would be. Oh, absolutely. You know, being embarrassed about something can be quite debilitating. Quality of life, you've got to be happy with yourself and feel that you're expressing your beauty. Everyone's beautiful. These pathogens, these viruses, bacteria, fungi, they're all trying to take this away from you. You need to feel comfortable in your own skin. If you've got a nail fungus, people may not realize that fungus is in your blood. It's circulating in your body, trying to find an opportunity to cause havoc, like Candida. But many of the other fungi are similar, where they just want to take advantage of any weaknesses that's in your body. You want these gone, preventing the fungus from going elsewhere, causing organ damage, or even brain damage, changing the way you think. Fungus can do this.
Wow.
Fungus has evolved with our species. It's too simplistic to think that viruses and all the other pathogens just want to kill you. They don't. They don't want you to die quickly, because then it can't spread to other humans. The quality of life isn't any of their concern. Fungus gets in your brain, it changes your behavior, your thoughts, your reactions to visual audio stimulants. I mean, a woodlouse, once it's infected with fungi, they wander out into the open. So a bird eats the woodlice. The bird gets infected, then it gets transferred to other organisms. That's how the fungus spreads. There's no intelligence in fungus or virus or bacteria. There's no intelligence. It's just through eons of evolution that it's found the weakest link and found a way to spread most effectively. And if it can do so through altering the way that we think, it will do so. So fungus is definitely mind altering. This one is dedicated to the nose and throat. Like you had your flu, this would have been a better unit for you. Sorry to say. But you live and learn, you know, where you've got an inflammation of your throat and you just want everything gone. And yeah, just recently they've discovered, until just a short while ago, they recommended avoiding cold laser on your thyroid, because they're thinking, well, it's going to overstimulate the king of your organs, because the thyroid controls all your other organs through hormones. But now they've discovered that it's actually a good thing, because rather than overstimulating, it balances. And so this device here helps to balance your thyroid and through projection your other organs as well. Get flu symptoms. This is really focused towards that. Of course, being cold laser, it also helps to make your blood flow easier, reduces your blood flow. By reducing your blood flow, it's really talking about making the fat particles smaller so it can be processed by your body easier. It doesn't cause problems. That shows the different accessories for this particular product. Again, shining in your nose, which is what cold laseristics can do.
Yes.
But also shining on your thyroid and neck area. Okay, this person, John B, they had a sore throat, and after one 30-minute session, the sore throat went away. So this product's really focused more towards the influenza type things.